talk about kitsch in Mexico and Latin America. Right now I'm filming in public and it's a little embarrassing because I've never done it before and I have a massive yogurt lamp spoon in my hand. But I hope you guys tune in and thank you for that for filming and thank you for stuff for helping me write this script. Hell yeah, let's get into it! Alright. But why?
The Ferbettes! This is Phineas, and I'm Ferb. And this is Bow Chicka Wow Wow. That's what my baby says. Meow meow meow, and my heart starts pumping. Chicka chicka chew wow. Never gonna stop, kitchy kitchy coo, baby, I love you. Hey, my chicka wow wow. That's what my baby says. Meow meow meow, and my heart starts. I don't wanna get copyrighted.
I'd make those as a kid. We got our cameraman, Maximus.
Can I flip it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
Hello, fellow livers of the earth, of the planet Earth. Hi! Today we're at my mom's store. Letty's Party Favors. Letty's Party Favors. And I'm wearing a hat. Look at the hat. Check it out. Yeah, check it out, check it out. 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 Welcome to my video about MexiKitsch. I thought no better place to film this than in the very place that inspired me to do this video. I don't know if non-Latinos are familiar with places like these, but I never ascribed them to being kitsch as a kid. However,
Ask if we can film them too.
kitsch is that pair of Converse stilettos you saw on Instagram in 2010. It's the collection of clown snow globes you saw at the antique shop in the corner. It's the hand-me-down dolls that your abuelita gives you. You know, the ones whose eyes open and close on their own. Kitsch is often not made, but rather it's found. And originally, things that are kitsch, they intend to be beautiful, but they're unknowingly kind of tacky and tasteless.
Doors open. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Spider-Man.
So even if it's tasteless, a lot of things aren't just one thing. And kitsch also is known for having this sense of comfort and nostalgia. There's like something like heartwarming and endearing about the objects that are kitsch. And today I'm going to be talking about the kitsch in the Latino community. Today we're in the fashion district in Los Angeles, California. There's people passing and I'm a little anxious to be filming.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay. Well, let's just keep going.
Okay.
Kitsch can be observed across cultures, and these cultures are the ones that shape our ideals of beauty, what's interesting in art, what's interesting in objects that we see, fashion, etc. So, are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now I'm looking for a place that sells the things that my mom does. Helping you.
Because I have to be taking care of a customer, the baby.
This is massive. My mother's store was not even half of what this store is. That's crazy. Like, these have to be mass-produced. Kitsch was originally meant to be a diss to invaluable or trashy mass-produced artwork. Artwork that is even like doubles of an original. It's like a copy. something that is like trying to be beautiful but is unknowingly like bad, but it doesn't really care that it's bad. Like, it's gonna keep on existing and they're gonna keep being manufactured. So, you know, we're not straying far from that, because these are like mass-produced things, but they come together to become something valuable. Even if, like, at a party, everyone gets one of these, like 50 people get one of these, it holds the memory of the party for years to come. Like, there's so many people here. Like, people are looking for this stuff to this day. Like, I don't know what they're looking for specifically. It stays on the TV stands, and other things start being collected and acquired, and it just continues to be a memory of what the party was, the individual's memories at the party, the memory of who the person whose party it was, like the quinceañera, the wedding people, the baby, the first communioner, all that good stuff. It also holds memory for me, the maker and creator of these kitschy items. Not just me, but my mom. We would stay up creating these for people's parties and trying to get them right. Like, it's not like we were just doing them and like just doing them to do them. Like, my mom would make me redo a ribbon if I didn't do it properly. These are ribbons. This has a nice sound to it. This is pretty cute, actually.
I'm from Guatemala. Oscar. My name is Oscar, yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah.
This is Max. Yeah.
Okay, Max.
Jossi.
Jossi, okay, Jossi. La razón es de que te digo que el negocio es cuando tú vienes de otro país. When you come from the other country, and when you get the opportunity to stay here, so probably somebody helps you from the family, from friends, or probably you don't have no family around, so you have to live in the street. So they appreciate what they do and what they come to this country, and they are looking for a job. That's the big point. If they find something right away, they get whatever they can find. Ese fue el problema conmigo.
¿No podías encontrar?
No, yo busqué trabajo en otros lados y tenía mi primo que trabajaba aquí en el mayoreo. Entonces yo traté la manera de venir aquí a buscar trabajo, y la oportunidad que me dieron fue de que aprendiera. Aprender es, people they sometimes when you have a small business, the first point you get somebody else to looking for job, clean the store, do water, clean the flowers. This is the first job you have to find it.
But they only pay you like $20 a day.
Depends. Right now it's not like $20. Right now it's like it depends where you work. It's between 50 to 120.
Okay. I was like,
No, this is 20 years. It's for like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Eso es lo que pasa. Yo conseguí el trabajo aquí por eso, por mi primo. Pero tuve que trabajar mucho tiempo ya. Antes se trabajaba de 10 de la noche a 2 de la tarde al día siguiente.
Wow.
Sí, era 3 nights and 2 days in the morning. Entonces, todo esto, y fue un proceso, fui aprendiendo a limpiar flor, cómo limpiar las hieleras, cómo hacer negocio con los clientes, hablarle a los clientes. Vas a aprender, la necesidad te obliga a hablar en inglés.
¿Y cómo aprendiste? ¿Por tu jefe o solo practicando con la gente?
Cuando tú vienes, hay dos formas de vida que tú tienes cuando vienes. Cuando vienes de otro país y ya has estudiado,
Ajá. Ya sabes.
ya tú sabes que tienes que dedicarte a ser más inteligente y trabajar. ¿Para qué? Para poder tener mejores oportunidades. Pero hay mucha gente que no aprovecha las oportunidades y eso te obliga a ir a la escuela de inglés, te obliga a ir a varios lugares a aprender para que tú puedas desenvolverte mejor con los clientes. Y así la gente, los antes eran americanos, te dan la oportunidad, ahora es puro latino. El 80%, 90% es puro latino.
¿De todo el fashion district?
Yeah. Del fashion district, no, de la market de flores.
Yeah.
El latino estaba metido en everywhere.
Yeah.
Entonces es porque les gusta trabajar duro.
¿Le gustan o es más como de necesidad?
De necesidad, miran que se le hace más fácil ser dueño de un negocio. El problema que se está viendo es que mucha gente abre negocio y no paga taxes. Ese es el big problema, porque el gobierno no tiene control de nada de eso. Y así como uno, si está paga taxes, aseguranza y todo, le afecta a uno.
Yeah.
Si tú miras, no hay nada de negocio. Ahorita la economía es mala y más alguien que no pague las reglas, se te hace imposible más vender a ti que a ellos. When you have a business, you want to do it to pay taxes, you pay insurance and everything. And the other way, some places they don't do nothing about that. So it's hard to make a competition. No, ellos tienen la oportunidad de vender más barato.
Because they're not paying taxes.
Exactly. They don't pay insurance, they don't pay a lot of employees, they don't do nothing like that.
Aquí,
So,
they don't pay employees.
around there, no, they don't pay employees. It's like they're working on, and they do it as business with them. They make arrangements, and they have only one person to sell, and they said, for me, I had like 4 or 5 people, so I had to pay them too. You know, there's a big difference.
How did you become a boss?
This is a process when I working with a wholesaler. So when I start to selling, I'm a try to sales person. So I find a lot of people. So and when you're thinking about sales, it's like friendly. You got to be smart to sell flowers, sell everything. If you don't have that kind of character,
Charm.
yeah, exactly. So you don't do it. So I have an opportunity to open doors and everywhere. So I went to my car to touch doors everywhere, Santa Ana, so people they know me.
So you just introduce yourself to
Exactly.
people.
And so when I left from the big companies like a salesperson, I opened my business. So when I opened my business, I started doing wholesale. So I go into the same places and I touch, hey, it's my business. So they know me, so they help me. That's what happened to me. ¿Me puedes esperar o si quieres?
No, ya vamos a terminar.
No, okay.
Muchas gracias.
No, gracias a ti. Bye. Thank you, man.
Cuídate.
Gracias. I'm Oscar Prano and J Flowers.
Where are you located?
We are in downtown LA, 812 South San Pedro, and Los Angeles, California. So when you want to get flowers, come to me. We give you very good deals.
Check them out. Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
At least one of these exists in any community where there is like a strong population of Latinos, at least one of these party favor shops exists, and they're all unique to whoever owns them, but really every object is like a variation of the other. It's undeniable that Latinos have a really eccentric and loud aspect to the things that we hold valuable, whether it's La Virgen de Guadalupe or the quinceañeras. This is my mom's store, and I grew up here. So this is my personal anecdote. So originally, I really didn't take any interest in any of this stuff because I was so used to it that whenever, even if I saw it like anywhere outside of my mom's store, I just thought like I would cringe honestly a little, or I would scoff like, oh, who would even buy that? Like only old ladies. But like growing into like my artistry and realizing the things that I was interested in, I realized like a lot of my interest didn't stray far from what I was growing up doing. I would grow up, like I said, making ribbons with my mom, and then that became like making little couches. Here we have a little couch. The couch? There's a cat underneath the couch. Did you notice that? There's a lot of cool stuff going on. I would grow up making little crafts for my dolls and LPS with the skills acquired from my mother. Who knew having a job would create new skills for your future, even at 10 years old? But sometimes my older brother would come with his friends and bring me bags of M&Ms, and that was like a win. But then they stopped because he got older and I got older and I started helping, and we moved stores. And it got to a point where I was being the cash register and I was watching the store for my mom. Loyal customers were confused and bewildered at the sight of like a frizzy-haired middle schooler in her school uniform with braces when she was running the cash register. They'd always be like, when's your mom coming home? When's your mom coming to the store? And it was so annoying because I didn't know. Like, I was there because my mom wasn't there, which was really anxiety-inducing because a lot of the people who came here only spoke Spanish, and I can speak Spanish, but as a middle schooler, I hated embarrassing myself speaking Spanish wrong. Now it's okay, but before it was like, if somebody spoke English, it was a relief. Like, I was happy to help them out. So, I don't know. I guess the point of me saying all that stuff is like the fact that these type of stores are everywhere, and a lot of the women who run these stores, or men, have children who also come to these stores. They're not just tacky little ugly cheesy recuerdos, okay? Yeah, I never thought these were actually ugly. Are these things actually ugly? Or are the people who are growing up in the culture, the people like me with the memories of being here and resenting having to work with their mom while their friends who are also in middle school get to go home and watch Cartoon Network, are these people just ashamed and trying to distance themselves? And our cultures are just evolving, like we're straying from tradition because we're in the US and, you know, our Spanish is different. The things we like are different. We're influenced not even just in person anymore, but by like TikTok, YouTube. We're influenced by the internet, a thing that isn't even a physical thing. Maybe a second gen Latino, or I'm sure other cultures experience this, feel like they have to distance themselves from the things of their culture to become more American or to fit in. Like, for example, like my quinceañera wasn't like a typical like traditional quinceañera. I don't think quinceañeras are happening like that much anymore, especially in the US. Probably in Mexico too. But it was super modernized and Americanized in the least, like, sweet. It was a sweet 16 essentially, and we still called it a quince because that's what it was. Like the bailes, putting on my shoe, my dad putting on my shoe. Like, I was just curious about, like, the fact that it went from fun little photo booths with the fun little name at the bottom, like Jazzy's quince, Quinabelle's quince, whatever, to mirror photo booths that make us feel like Kardashians, because the Kardashians literally use mirror photo booths. Is it really like quinceañeras are evolving, or are the birthday girls just accumulating and acclimating to American culture? Of course, that's like an inevitable thing to acclimate, but is that resulting in the watering down of our traditions? Is that why I think things like this little goofy guy is like goofy? Or is it really just like a cute little thing that a mother wants for her child's baby shower? I don't know. I guess I didn't come to the video prepared with answers, but I did come with a lot of questions as well as a lot of introspection. I will never feel American, and I don't know what that has to do with my mom owning a party supply business where we're constantly like hosting Latino events and parties. Of course, like, yeah, we literally just like rented chairs out to people because they needed chairs and tables. Sometimes it was as simple as that. But I remember so many times dressing up a quinceañera's ballroom and dreaming about this quinceañera that was going to happen for me. And it didn't happen like theirs did, because I ended up wanting something not traditional. It wasn't like traditional. It was still beautiful. Please don't get me wrong. But yeah, I wanted my quinceañera to be more with the times, I guess. And I wonder if that was a way of distancing myself from the culture and differentiating my class. Because for a long time I was kind of classist, especially to people of my same culture. And I just like wonder now, why even distance myself or separate myself from my culture, like from being loud and kind of cheesy. And I don't think there's any shame in that. Just like there's no shame in, I mean, it depends who you ask, but there's no shame in wearing like a patriotic shirt. Like, if you want to wear a patriotic shirt to Walmart, by all means. I think the same thing applies with having a traditional quinceañera or like wearing this hat out just for shits and giggles. I don't know what point I'm trying to make. I don't think I have a point, honestly. I think there's like, I wanted to make a research video, but I think it became more of a personal thing. And honestly, originally I wanted to make a research video about camp. And I came across this book called MexiKitsch, which literally just, the book was literally just this store. Like, it just showed images of things that I was familiar with because I grew up in a store that was kitsch, and I didn't know it this whole time. So this video just took a turn because now I'm like, well, I don't know what point I'm trying to make. Like, I don't know. A lot of appreciation has come about it, though. Realizing that I am who I am. I make the work that I make because of my mother bringing me to work every day, making me use the hot glue gun. I really like making handcrafted things. So I don't know if the purpose was to get an answer for this video, to spark some type of inspiration for y'all, or, you know, I think the point was for me to realize and appreciate rather than feel ashamed of where I've come from. I was distancing myself from having ever lived most of my life at this store. And now I'm like, I'm freaking grateful that I got to be here. I'm grateful that this is like an experience that I can create work about and talk about. And it's like transmuting shame into appreciation for me. And that's okay. That's okay that I didn't get an answer. And that's okay that I'm still searching for what I'm trying to... I'm still searching. And hopefully I can revisit this topic. But I made this hat. Look at the details. I think it's supposed to embody what camp is, what kitsch is. Something silly and fun and also endearing and interesting. And we have some monsters in the attic. I don't know if you see that, dude. But, yeah. A little background on the hat. It's Victorian because camp originated, at least from my research, it originated from the 1800s, the Victorian era. That's why I decided to do this. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. That if you didn't gather anything from it, at least you were entertained by it. I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing research on it and making this hat. So, thank you for watching. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Letty's Party Favors. If you are in San Pablo, California, stop by, give her some support. We got a lot of stuff here and she's got to sell it all. So, peace and love, y'all. And Jesus loves you. Okay, bye. Are you done? Did you stop it? Okay.